What's up? Happy Bird Hollow here. Coming back at you on 2026, first of the year. Getting back at it. Hope everybody's wanting to turn a new leaf over. And I got one for you. If you want to turn a new leaf over, you need to check out this tree here called Sweetbay Magnolia. Yep, Sweetbay Magnolia. And you can see the leaves. This is what I'm talking about, turning a leaf over. This is a dried leaf right here. You see how it's white, silver on the back side. And you can see them laying down here on the ground. If you want to find out this time of year where one's at, you can go through the woods and you see them leaves laying down there with the silver on the back side. That'll pretty much tell you you're close to being on top of a Sweetbay Magnolia. Those silver leaves. And sure enough, I got one right here that I'm right under. And it's not a big one, but this is it right here. Here's another piece of it. This is all one tree. If you can see the kind of growed together down there. 1, 2, 3 trunks. This looks like the biggest one. Y'all can see the bark on it. Now, this is the stuff that's got the medicine in it. Evidently most of the medicine, the bark. Now, you don't have to get it off of this big part. You can get it off of the twigs. Let's see. Oh, sorry about the shakiness, y'all. But y'all can see the leaves up here. You can just get the smaller stuff. Now this time of year, most of the sap's gone out of it and went back down into the roots of the tree and in the trunk of the tree. But for the sake of the video I'm doing, I'm just going to try to show you how to do a sweetbay tree and what it looks like. But you can see the leaves on it, kind of glossy looking. Definitely got the silver back lining, the white silver underneath side. These are some older leaves, over the summer leaves. But yeah, this you can see what they look like. Oval shape, glossy, a little bit green, and silvery on the back side. You see how white and silver that is. That's how you're gonna know this is a Sweetbay. That sun's kind of blinding me on the screen, but maybe y'all can see it. Kind of a glossy green. This is an older leaf, so it's not quite as new looking. But it's got that center main vein. And smaller ones, real smaller ones going to the sides, alternate. Anyways, yeah, see there's the dried ones, there's a green one. They all have that silvery backing on them. So you can tell the difference between the dried and the green, but definitely has the silver. Even when they're dried, they stay silver on the back, or white looking. Now, this has got some good medicine, y'all. And I'm going to show you another one that looks kind of like it. And it's got medicine too, but not quite as good as the Sweetbay. Now here's one of them. And you can get them mixed up because down in south here we got several trees that look similar. This is a red bay, and the red bay is not quite as medicinal, but the leaves look kind of similar. But on the back side you can see they don't have that silvery backing. It's more light green with a yellow orange prominent main stem that sticks out more. Having a hard time focusing, y'all. Gee whiz. Anyway, maybe I can get it better on this smaller one. But yeah, now you can see the red bay. It's got, if I turn it just right, you see that yellowish orangish center stem, and it's real profuse, really sticking up, and the veins coming off the sides are really prominent. You can feel how rough they are. And this leaf's shiny and waxy too, but if you look at the, okay, let me see. If you look at the red bay, and then you look at the Sweetbay, you can see a little bit of difference too on the, hold on. You see a little bit of difference too on the leaves. Silverback for the Sweetbay. Light green, prominent yellow stem. And if you look real close on these red bays, they're gonna have it has a, I don't know if you can see it. Hold on, I'll try to get y'all focused in. I don't know if you're gonna see it on this little leaf. It's got some little hairs on it, reddish hairs. Let me see. An older leaf probably has more. Yeah, let me see if I can focus in on this. Y'all can see it maybe a little bit. My camera ain't worth a poo, y'all. Barely see it, but if you turn it right, you can see some reddish, orangish hairs on these older leaves, and you can almost feel it's kind of fuzzy on that stem, on that vein. And I don't know what it is, but something about these red bays, they get in these funguses or something that's causing them to wrinkle up and look kind of crooked and everything, if y'all can see that. And that's not just with this one, it's with a lot of them. A lot of red bays are like that. But there is medicine in the red bay, and but not like this Sweetbay. You can take these leaves and put them in your tea. Really good medicine, y'all. But what I've been reading, the main source of medicine is going to be in the bark and your stems. And of course, this one's dried. You don't want to get dried ones; they ain't gonna have medicine in them. Dried. But with this time of year, you ain't gonna get much medicine out of them, no how, because this, like I said, the sap still went back down into the roots, and it's probably not gonna. I mean, you'll be able to get something if you wanted to get them, but your best bet for harvesting would probably be springtime, See, that broke right off. But you can get the medicine out these little twigs. You can get these twigs and the bark and the leaves and put them all in tea. And you can tincture. Make some good medicine. Really good medicine, y'all. And the bark on this tree is gray. Got gray splotches and silver on it. This is one of the bigger ones. They don't get real huge where I'm at, but they get big enough to get medicine off of for sure. And they're good for arthritis, pain relief, rheumatism, digestive issues, respiratory infections, anxiety as a tonic. They have they got that. They're kin to the magnolia, or they are a magnolia, Virginiana, and they're good for digestive issues. They just got all kind of stuff, insomnia. But yeah, Sweetbay Magnolia, y'all. They're kin to the big magnolia. Y'all see them down south in the south down here with the big white flowers. These are the native wild ones. I don't know. But yeah. There's a lot of lookalikes down here. And I'm gonna try to show you another one that looks kind of like them. You might get mixed up with. Alright, here's another red bay. We got a lot of this canebrake in here where I'm at. Now this is dried up red bay, but the bottom's dried up, but the top still. Let's see, this is a red bay. The back side, light green leaves. Light green leaves with the hairy, a little bit of a reddish hair, orange stem, yellow stem running down it. That's the red bay. But now there's another one that looks kind of like it. I want to show you. We've got a lot of them around here, and I think this is one right here. This looks like this is what they call a horse sugar. Now I know, really, I'm telling you, I know, crazy name, right? And ain't nothing sweet about it that I know of, and it ain't real medicinal. But you can see the leaves, what they look like. Maybe, because I can't half see with this sun on my back. But you can see they're kind of oval shaped. Okay, so here we go. We got alright. This is a sweet bay. I mean the red bay right here. And right now with the sun shining on it, I can see the hair on the stems. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. But it's kind of hairy. You might see it in the sun right there. But you can see that orange stem, that's a sweet bay. And then right beside it is this horse sugar tree. And you can see between that we got sweet bay, red bay, and the horse sugar. They all kind of look alike. And they were confusing me because I was trying to figure out which was which. Couldn't identify what the horse sugar was. Didn't really know what it was, but I know it looked like the sweet bays and the red bays. So, with all that being said, I had to do my homework. Now I got it figured out, I believe. So, horse sugar, it's got some medicinal, but not a lot. But you can see how they can kind of look similar. So anyway, just showing y'all the different varieties that are out here on the south where we're at, and how they can kind of similar, be looking the same, similarity. And there's the red bay, see, red bay. But then there's the horse sugar, and they're about abundant the same everywhere. And like I said, right over there was the right over there was the Sweetbay, and then you got this, and I think this is I don't know exactly what this is. It's another one, but there's several, and I don't think this could be another horse sugar. That's a big leaf, but it might be a basswood. We got basswood down here. We got some laurel down here. So it's a number of things for sure. But anyways, while I was out, I was wanting to show y'all something here. Let's go over here for a minute. We got a lot of deer comes through here. I think there's been a big old buckaroo that's been scraping on this tree right here. I can see that. I'll see that limb with the bark missing. Look at it hanging off over there. He's gonna come up here and had him a little spat with that tree right there, and look at that log. He just sits there and grinds that rotten log down. And then here's the shredded bark off that limb. It goes way up. And what you say, well, how did he get way up there? Well, what he does, he'll hook this tree limb and pull it down with his back rotten. He'll pull it down with his horns and get all that bark off. And he done got it broke loose. And you can see right there, he done shredded that. Crazy. And you see all the pieces of rotten wood down here. He's been gouging that little rotten wood right there. Sharpening up them tines. Yeah. There's a big old footprint right there. Y'all see them big old prints? Look like he went out through that way. But yeah, we got a big old buck coming back in here. Big old brown back buck, swamp buck. Anyhow, look at there's red bay. So we got all these trees around here. But y'all, turn that new leaf over. Get you some Sweetbay Magnolia medicine. Good for anxiety and pain, insomnia. It's got a lot of potential. Do the research on it. I'm sure y'all find all the benefits it's got. Red bay's good. Sweetbay's better. Alright, y'all have a good one. Happy bird holla out.